it's me again, and I'm going to basically do a continuation from what I talked about on the previous video. So if you haven't seen it, please go back, try to look at it, and then this is just basically the continuation for that video. When you go there, remember it is a face-to-face interview, right? So it's not as private as you think it might be. So right now, just think of a setup in a post office or in a bank. You know how there's someone behind the glass and you are at the other side, you know. So that is basically the setup, you know. So everyone who's in the room can actually hear everything that you say, you know. So if you are someone who easily gets nervous, just make sure you work on that. If you're someone who cannot speak in front of people that they don't know, just make sure you work on that. But then again, you know, they're just behind you. The other people who are applying for the visa, they're just behind you. So it doesn't really matter, you know, just talk to the person who is interviewing you. Other people will hear you, like literally everything. They will hear each and everything that you say. And the other thing I would like to point out, try to be honest. You know, I know you will try to back yourself with other things and stuff like that, you know, but try to be honest about whatever that you filled on the DS-160 form. You know, I've heard a lot of people say, I actually filled out that I was working on that form, but then I left my job. So when I went to the interview, then I told them that I left my job, you know, and that lady, then that's when she started attacking me, you know. So you don't want a situation where now you feel like you are being interrogated, you know. If you wrote something on that form and it changed, I don't know, I just say go with what you wrote on the paper, you know, because if you say something else, then, you know, you might just implicate yourself to something that you're not even intending to do, you know. So just stick to what you wrote on the DS-160 form. That is one of the biggest things, guys. I don't want to lie. A lot of people that have failed this visa interview have told me before, like, I think it's because I did 1, 2, 3. I think it's because this. I think it's because this, you know. So just make sure you remember each and everything. Like I said, if you need to screenshot, please do screenshot those things if you need to. And honestly, guys, like, do not let other people's results demoralize you. Even if you get like 20 people who fail in front of you, don't be like, oh my god, this is not my day. The time when I was doing my interview, literally almost everyone who was ahead of me failed, you know, and like a few people, like 5 people or so, they passed, you know. But do not let their results get to you, because you'll be watching, you'll be listening to everything that they say. You will know if they got it or not, you know. So do not be like, oh my god, this is what I had in mind, oh my god, I'm going to this is about you. It's not about them. This is about you. Whether they gave that reason and that's the reason that you have, it doesn't mean your cases are the same, you know. They might say that thing, you might say this, and then you pass it because it fits well with whatever that you're saying, with your personality, with what you wrote on your form, you know. And that person, it might, you know, they might fail because of something else, you know. Your situations are different, so do not let that demoralize you. So basically, like I said, they just want to know what ties you to your country, you know. Like, it can be things like family, it can be like your culture, your religious beliefs, school, jobs, all those things, you know. Think of something that you'll be like, once I go there, I'm going to come back to my 3-year-old, you know. Once I go there, I'm going to come back to this job. Once I go there, I'm coming back for the government sponsorship because I want to do my masters, you know. So make sure you know what ties you to Botswana, what ties you to South Africa, what ties you to Zimbabwe, Zambia, Tanzania, Uganda, you know, Lesotho, what else, Malawi, Mozambique, yeah, all those countries. I cannot remember all of them. Namibia, you know. Make sure you know what ties you to your country. That's basically it. Know where you're going, know why you are going there. They will maybe ask you again, like, oh, what exactly is the Disney program, you know, because they want to know if you really know what you're going to do there, you know. So try to think of something. What am I going to do at Disney? Right now, if someone is like, what are you going to do at Disney? You said you're going to work there, so what are you going to do at Disney? You know, be able to understand that, be able to answer that. Oh, you said you're going to the United States. Where exactly in the United States? Be able to answer that. Be able to know, like, when you go there, where exactly are you going to arrive at? The other thing, I know on my previous videos, I said I don't recommend like other preparations like buying your ticket and stuff like that. But in case if you have already bought your ticket, if you show it to them, then explain why you bought the ticket, you know, like I know in most cases they'll be like, if you buy a ticket, then make sure you buy a return, you know. That is something that shows that you're really coming back if you have a return ticket, you know. But the time when I went there, I didn't buy the ticket just yet, you know. And she asked me like, so how are you going to be able to buy your ticket, you know, because you just came out of school and you told me that the job that you've been working at, blah blah blah, you know, those things. So I just told her like my parents will actually help me out, and then when I come back, that's how I'll be able to repay them back, you know. So be strategic about how you answer the questions. Like I said, they might ask you the same question but in different ways, just trying to see where you stand. And just because they're asking you more questions than they asked the other people, it doesn't mean they are attacking you. So do not get in defense mode, because once you get in defense mode, then you basically just want to back up whatever that she is saying, you know, whatever that she's shooting at you. So just make sure you stay chilled, you know, just stay cool, like relax, you know, no one is attacking you. They're just trying to see. It's an interview, you know, it's an interview, and someone needs to understand, like, if I send you to the United States all the way from Botswana, you know, Botswana is like 2 million people. If I send you to a country with lots and lots of people, then I need to know that you will be able to fend for yourself there alone without your family, you know. I need to know that you can actually, you know, live for like a whole year on your own without your family, you know. So those are just some of the things that they're trying to understand. So do not get in defense mode feeling like you are attacking me. I don't know why you are attacking me, because you just asked the other person like 3 questions, you know. And in most cases, if you don't get in defense mode, if you don't do that, you know, I mean, basing on how I saw everything that was going on during the interview, you know, people who were chilled, who were just like laughing about things and stuff like that, you know, people who were bubbly during the interview, they were basically just like having a conversation with the person, you know. Even for me, it was like I'm just having a conversation with her, because she was just asking me normal questions that you would ask someone who's telling you that they're going abroad, you know. So those are just some of the things that she was asking me, and I was okay with them, you know. I was okay with answering them because I was well prepared. So be sure to research. Even after watching my videos, guys, make sure you research. Make sure you search for other videos and search for the Disney visa. It is the Q1 visa. Make sure you research about that visa and exactly how it goes down, you know. So just do your research and you won't feel like anyone is attacking you. And the other thing that shouldn't intimidate you during the interview is the number of the people in the room. Like I said, do not let it demoralize you. You know, I remember some of my friends said when they went for the interview, there were like 3 people, there were like 6 people. The time when I went there, I swear there was more than 30 people. There was a lot of people, and I was kind of getting impatient, you know, because I was there for such a long time, and there were other people who were just trying to, like, people who were arguing with the interviewer, you know. So in my mind, I'm like, oh my god, they're pissing her off, you know, she's going to give everyone the red button, you know. So I was like, oh no. But yeah, just make sure you're very patient. I was impatient, but there was nothing I could do about it, you know. I just had to sit there until they called my number. So just relax when you get there, even if there's like 40 people or what. Just, if it's your time, it's your time, you know. God's got you, and yeah, you know, don't let the number intimidate you. I was actually surprised, like, this room is full of people. Is everyone going there, you know? Is everyone going to Disney? But I realized that other people were applying for different other visas and stuff like that, and I think I was the only one who was applying for the Q1 visa on that day, you know. But yeah, do not let the numbers intimidate you. And yeah, do not let the numbers intimidate you. Even if it's like 3 people, there are other people who get nervous around like few people. Like me, like in a crowd, I don't really care that much, you know. But if there's like few people, then that's when I start panicking, because I know like, oh, people are judging me, everyone is judging me in their heads, you know. But if there's like many people, I'm like, nah, you know. So just don't let the numbers intimidate you when you walk in that room, you know. And let me tell you guys what I love about this interview. You do not have to wait for weeks or days or months or whatever, for the results, because they will tell you the results right there. They will tell you the results in front of everyone who's listening, So you get to see people's frustrations, you get to see people's happiness, you get to see each and everything, So that's the thing that I like, they don't waste your time and be like, no, you will come next month or blah blah blah. You get over whatever right there. They interview you. Yes, you've made it. Unfortunately, you didn't, and if you have made it, then they get your passport and they give you a small paper to say you can come on this day. It normally takes like a day, and then the next other day they call you. I mean, they don't call you, but you get to go take your passport. So I interviewed on a Tuesday and I went to collect my passport on a Thursday. So do not worry if you cannot be there, because that paper that they give you will actually say if someone can collect the passport for you or if they can send it to you, So do not panic and be like, oh my god, I won't be there, I have to go back to work, And that's the thing with me again. That is where again I panicked and I was like, this lady's like, in my mind actually I was like, this lady, the interview lady must be like, so this interview has been very good and then you mess up with one thing, because after she gave me that paper, I didn't even read it, I just put it in my file, and I just, when I was about to exit the door, then I'm like, wait, can I send someone to come and collect the visa for me, the passport for me? And then she's like, yeah, it's fine, and if you read your paper there, you will see that it's written there, but yeah, thank god I got it. But yeah, that is where I panicked, because I was like, oh no, I have to go back to work, I have to do this, I need my sister to get it for me, I was just thinking about a lot of things, but yeah. So that's the thing that I love about the visa interview. You get your results right there and there. And if you fail the visa interview but you still want to go to Disney, you can still let Disney know, to say, I didn't pass my interview, but I would like to go and try it again, So you can do the visa interview again. Just know that if you want to redo it, you're going to have to pay again, and there's no guarantee that the second time you'll get it. So just make sure if you do it, it's a personal choice. Make sure you'll be able to cover the cost, because Disney is not going to pay for that, and that money also for the visa, it's non-refundable, So just make sure it's something that you really want to do. I've heard other people who redid the visa interview, and then they were able to pass it, then they went to Disney. And I've heard other people say, unfortunately I failed it 3 times, So just make sure it's something that you're okay with. Make sure you're okay with spending like 2,000. And that's it from me today. So I guess I will see you guys next time. Please do be sure to give this video a thumbs up, tap on the notification bell, subscribe, share it with your friends. You might help someone out there, and I will see you guys next time.